What's up, Sash? Or Grim? I don't know how you want to say it. McThrowy, what's up?
Them.
Boogie!
No,
Magacharza, what's up? What's up,
Yeah.
Dick Cheese? What's up, Iwov? I don't know how to say your name.
Change to the 3 to an E.
Iwov. Oh! What's up, Colombiana? Hi, Bronze. What's up, Non? What are your thoughts on What is your thoughts on Roblox? Yo, what's your opinion on Roblox? What do you think about Roblox? Okay, so what are your thoughts on Roblox? What's your guys' thoughts on Roblox?
What do you think about Roblox, my guy?
Do you want to say my thing?
Okay, so what are your thoughts on
It's gonna
Roblox?
change the game.
I want your thoughts on Roblox. And we're gonna see how we'll see how the PS4 community feels about it. I think most people like the idea, and I'm expecting people to like the idea, but there might be someone who might have a better idea. And honestly, sometimes there could be something that we're just not looking at because we just don't want to. We just want the thing that everyone's talking about already. But we're gonna see right now, boys. Oh, you have a mic?
Roblox is very good.
Very good. Why do you think that? Oh, okay.
When is Roblox coming?
September.
It's officially come September, but there's gonna be a beta for console and everything else around August 13th.
One good thing, in my opinion, that comes from this: no more effing goats.
No more goats? Yeah, that's a good thing.
But I think it's
No,
good for
it's
some
just-
characters. I think it's bad for others.
I think Roblox as a whole is good for ranked. I don't necessarily think it's good for the pro scene because they're already not playing goats anymore.
Interesting. I like this guy's take.
It buffs Bunker a lot. And it's
Just
coming from
as
a
Ghost
Rissa
is
main.
dying, let's just beat it into the ground, right?
Like, so you saw Shanghai. They didn't use goats once, and they demolished the top three teams like decisively. Maybe not.
They still ran through healers
decisively
though. They still ran through healers though. It just wasn't 3 tanks. They had a Pharah instead.
And I just think at the pro scene it limits creativity.
I feel like they should have like 2 different types of competitive. One for like the soul cubers, which is where the 2-2-2 law comes in. But then you have groups that you find in LFG is like, well, I want to run ball 3 DPS 2 supports, and they should have like basically the almost like a 6v6 comp.
See,
So
that might be a
people can
matchmaking problem though.
Huge patch that they're doing is meant to be for 2-2-2. So if you then you'd have 2 completely different metas.
Yeah, you have 2 different comps
Do you know-
entirely.
Can I just play devil's advocate for a second and say why I don't think it's amazing?
Sure, go ahead.
Go
You whatever your
crazy.
opinion is.
They said if they were to introduce Rollock with the way people queue now, tanks would be instant, healers would take 5 minutes to queue, and DPS would take 30 minutes to find a game because everybody wants to queue DPS.
There's prizes for playing all of the roles, so that
Yeah, but it's
entices
like-
They're gonna
people.
do this like an Apex thing, like where they gave you
Get
bonus
a
points for playing
prize
every
or
hero?
have fun. Like if I get home and I just want to play Doomfist.
Point.
Role Q is actually going to fix accidental throwing, which I'm really excited about, because 50% of throwing is people who think they're good at something and being fucking terrible.
Yeah, there's been
And now
so
that-
many yes, and then there's one reluctant guy who's like, fine, I'll play Reinhardt.
So now, people who get fucking carried because they're flexing onto healer and tank, all the way into masters,
Who
can't
are
think
they?
of some shit. That's going to directly show because they're going to be a masters, healer, and tank.
Is getting a bunch of like, it's like when I queue up for tank, since I'm an off tank, and I'm worried that I'm just gonna get like nothing but off tanks.
Thing is about that, if they're a tank main, you're high enough rank, you shouldn't have to worry about them not being able to play Ryan or Orisa. Or because I think Ryan or Orisa's not a exactly hard character to play. It's just game sense at that point.
After this game, dude, I actually want to invite somebody in here. Like, his name's Bernie on
Yeah, I was.
Okay,
He-
yeah,
if
just
he
invite
doesn't
him.
get to play Doom, he throws the fucking game, and somehow he's still ranking number 3 in the fucking world.
So,
Let's see, Thunder. Oh yeah, Bernie on Doom. Gee.
They're thinking. I mean, they've been analyzing the MMR for like the past 2 months. That means I can't let my SR like decay. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to keep track of like high ranks on each role, but
Like I thought it was gonna be an SR reset. Honestly, like I just don't want to play comp. Like I don't want to play comp by the decay. You know, they're thinking of removing decay entirely, which is bad for top 500 because that means you can really camp.
you
like,
can't drop
camp
out.
for Top 500.
Someone can get placed really high, and then they can do a lot of hardcore climbing for like a whole day maybe, and grind the hell out of their rank, and then they can just stop.
Honestly, I think it's the best thing that's happened to this game.
Okay.
I think it's gonna help with balancing and future characters.
Yeah.
One thing I think they do need to change though is up the level for comp. At most level 25s, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and plus
I feel like it should be 50. Honestly, I feel like you should have to have 1 star.
And plus, it would stop Smurfs so much.
It wouldn't stop existing Smurfs, but it will definitely
It will lower
people
it.
from wanting to make Smurfs.
Even on like comp, it would, even on PS4 and console, it would lower it.
Yeah.
QW, what's up?
The new Rollock.
You hate it?
I could not. I fucking hate it.
You were the first one to say that. Why do you hate Rollock?
So we say you queue in for tank, right? You know, you get into a game, everything's going fantastic, you get a Junkrat and a Symmetra, okay?
Yeah.
The enemy pull out all the Farah Mercy, right? Your Junkrat has never played, he doesn't even know what a hit scan is. He's a Junkrat one trick, and the Symmetra is on her Smurf and she isn't in voices, and she just doesn't give a fuck. You're completely fucked. You have nothing to counter the Farah, and you can't switch to hit scan to do anything.
The thing is, you can survive playing Soldier or McCree without the extra healer.
I mean, I'm a tank player.
I know, I'm just saying, if you're playing support and you get off support to go play Soldier or McCree, are you gonna be able to?
Yeah, but then I can speak with someone and be like, yo, can you cover Overwatch over 3k SR? It's fantastic. Under that, that's where people start complaining, because people in like low gold or silver, they're thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna be GM when we get Rollock, because they're always complaining about their team. On the forums, and I've discussed this with so many people, like they're saying like, I always get held down by my team. It's not my fault that I lose, but if you're good, you climb. If you're not, you're stuck.
You also have to think about.
I mean, not to disrespect anyone. Yeah, but that's like the thing I've heard, and that's why I hate it so much, because I'm gonna stop playing this game.
Because I've played it on the PTR, I think it's actually amazing. Not only is it going to force people to really learn how to play other roles more, but it's also like killing the GOATs comp with them finally being able to do it with this. I feel like the game itself is going to be a little bit more diverse.
People have a problem with like being restricted. Like they feel like if their DPS aren't doing a good job and there's like a far end of the team, and then you have like someone who one tricks. I'm not saying you one trick, but like someone that like will only play Genji or like Symmetra. You can't do anything about the far. You have to be sitting there on tank or support and just hope they somehow kill her.
But then again, that is kind of a learning curve.
Yeah.
Because like, for say like I play a lot of. I'm a Doomfist main, but I do flex around on every role of the game. Nobody's switching to handle the Farah. Well, like, say if I'm sitting here playing as Baptiste or Lucio, I can definitely be able to work with the fire. I mean, you're gonna have to learn to be able to handle all kinds of situations. Work with every comp.
I agree with you.
It's more of a. I see it as a learning curve more than anything.
I think it's a learning curve too, but I think it's a learning curve especially for DPS players, because they're gonna learn that they have to flex off a different DPS sometimes.
I'm a Doomfist main, so me against the far is not happening.
Yeah, you're gonna flex to like something that can kill it.
Simple reason, I learned how to play Soldier. I learned how to play Ashe, just so I can be able to handle the times where they have a far. Me trying to fucking fist her out the skies. It happens, but it's very rare.
Thank you. You literally just made me think of a whole nother good reason for 222. It makes people flex more. It's gonna make people flex in a specific position more.
I love it, but like it has like some sort of things that like they're not clear about. Like, what if I want to, like, for instance, you probably heard this every day, but what if I want to play goats? Or like, what if one of the teammates quit and I need to change and we play like 1 tank and 3 DPS to make up for the team, or like more support? Like, that's just my issue. But
I haven't thought about that yet. If someone leaves, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I think they should put like a failsafe for that. If you leave, someone should be able to switch.
Today, like, I saw 2 of my friends who play like Overwatch. They haven't played in quite a few some time. Now they're back. They were like, okay, so I just want to practice for it. It's back because that's why they're back. They think it's gonna be more interesting, and it's actually bringing people back. Cause
could probably be used way more in bronze and silver. Probably like the earlier.
Yeah, I can understand that.
As you go and probably like flat, that's probably when you can stop using that, because people at that point know how to use different characters. They should know. Anyway.
I liked everyone's opinions on that. Everyone's opinions on that was super cool and super insightful. It's 5 o'clock. I've been here for 4 hours, dude.
Jeff Kaplan probably has a small peen. That good content? You know, it doesn't even have to be good content. It just has to be content.
Yeah, ooh, Lenny, hey, ooh, hey, I do it. Run that bit up like a track, run that bit up like a track, Give me the pack and I might pack that. She got a fatty, I might pack that. Give me your addy, we pullin' up to your bed and